Welcome to Old School Garage. As you read in the thumbnail, yes, I bought one of the cheapest running Rolls-Royce in the UK. What have I done? If you've not seen it, obviously I done a barn find episode with this car, and after when I went away, I had to think about it and I thought I'm gonna make an offer on it, and I did. We come back to the end, how much I actually paid for this car, but was cheap. Just a quick reminder, this is a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2. So we got bigger rubber bumpers on it, and instead of the steering box they got steering racks in this car. So the back we got one of these rubber bumper chrome, which looks like an American spec. I don't really like them. And since that I picked up some bits for it, well, yesterday, and we had some issues. If you remember what Tom was talking about, the guy who specialized in Rolls-Royce, the NRT garage. So I took this pipe off. It looks like a 10mm, I think it's V8, because these were Imperial, not metric. So I took this fuel line off to get a new one. And we got a sweepage, a little bit of oil sweepage in there, but or maybe it's coming off from the exhaust gasket. I'm not sure because they're leaking in there. And I'm gonna try to rip out the spark plugs. I've been told it's not gonna be very easy, and get these new plugs in. Tom recommended these plugs, so he's a Rolls-Royce expert, so you know it's better to ask somebody, like we did say about it in a barn find episode. You know, it's always better to text, maybe email somebody on the weekends, or just send them an email and maybe ask some advice. And they, you know, this community, especially with these sorts of cars like Rolls-Royce and Bentleys, people are extremely helpful. So also, if you remembered, I had a bit of an issue with the climate control. When we put the ignition on, this went on straight away, couldn't turn it off. Since then, what I done off camera, there are wiring goes in there. I don't know if you can see it through, sorry, was this one? Yes, I took this wiring off from here, and the same on this side as well. So till I find a fix for it, or because there's some dodgy wiring going on inside this car, as we noticed, and me and Tom going through some of the wiring as well after we stopped filming, you know, we chatting about it, and he recommended somebody messed around with it quite a bit. So I just disconnected all the wires, all the unnecessary wires, so it's not draining the battery, because we got this stalling issue, and he showed me a couple of other bits he recommends what could causing the stalling issue as well, apart from probably stale fuel, plugs, maybe the leads need cleaning. So there was another thing as well. So on startup, this is your choke. He says he don't reckon it's working too well. Maybe it's a bit sticky, just due to lack of use. So he said these engines, it's quite bad when they call, they're running really rough. So I had various comments from you guys about this car, you know, save the old gear, and how should I start it in the first place, and so on. I know the car probably been started within the time period, you know, when they moved the car in and out, so it wasn't seized for like 10 years or something like that. No exact dates, I'm not 100% sure when it's been started in that between time, but I know some point the car has been moved. And everybody saying, you know, save the old gear. So the plan is, I'm actually gonna save the gear. I try to fix it up so I can actually drive it, find out what's wrong with it, and you're probably gonna see Tom from NRT Garage appearing some episodes as well with some advices. So I'm gonna pop down to his workshop and ask him quite a few questions about it. So let's crack on, fix the fuel pipe first, start her up, then fixing all those plugs as well. I hope it's not gonna be that much of the pain what they told me it's gonna be. So this was the old pipe. This is like a see-through pipe, but it's so rigid, just due to age. That's why it's been pissing out petrol, really. So the only thing I can find in the local power store was this black pipe, which is a fuel pipe, but it's V8, so it's quite a big one, you know, like 10mm pipe. I mean, these are big engine. It's a 6.75 liter engine, so I just need to mark up and cut this pipe down then fit it to the fuel lines. So the first plug is out. It's very, very, very sooty. I mean, you can see there is not much clean surface in there. Good job with cleaning this and taking them out and swapping them as well. Second plug is much better. You can see the surface in there is actually been sparking. The first one was really bad. It's a bit awkward. Yeah, it's not the best, is it? So to get to the plug in the front, it's already a bit of an issue because I have to dismantle quite a few things for it. So down there is the spark plug. And as you can see, not much room, so I have to remove the air intake to the carb, which goes all the way there from the front, coming from the front wing. And also there is an air intake to cool the manifold and the exhaust manifold. There is an air vent. You see, it's coming through there somewhere. So I have to take this clip off from here, pull that clip off from there, so we got some room. Then take this air vent from here, and I think from down there I can reach into the spark plug. Or at least this is really, really loose. Perfect. I thought it's going to be a bit more struggle to get this one off. Let's see, the other one I don't put any penetrating fluid on. Still works like a dream. Excellent. Really good. Really good. Right. Get this one off first. And looks like I have to dismantle these clips. They're quite flexible, so should be just this one. Should be just this clip to take off. I'm gonna put some penetrating fluid on because it's a bit crusty. Take this one off, then remove those bolts, or I put penetrating fluid as well. Well, this bolt, even if I put too much penetrating fluid on, is just basically rotted away and is snapped. I couldn't move it. But this air vent is out of the way now, and I can access this spark plug down there. Well, finally all the plugs is out, and I managed to drop the last one somewhere down in the chassis leg, and I can't get to it because I don't have any clips in here. So but yeah, let me show you. So when I pulled it out, I managed to drop, zoom on, I managed to drop it down there, the spark plug. Well, it doesn't matter at the minute because I'm not going to reuse it, but you know, I got on my barn finds, I got this fetish about spark plugs. Well, it's a Rolls-Royce, so all the plugs is NGKR, and the code in them BPR5ES. And as you can see, they looks really manky. I think this one was burning. This one looks like sooted up completely. This was the first one. This one looks like it's working. So I'm just gonna put all the new plugs back in now. Put everything back straight away because it might be gonna be raining in a bit later on. So the new plugs I put in there is NGK as well. And the code on this one, which is I've been recommended to use, it is BPR6ES, not 5ES like the one was in a car. So this is what I'm gonna put in now. So finally, all the plugs is in and the fuel line is on. So this side, as you can see, new lovely fuel pipe is on with new Jubilee clips, new plugs, all of them in. I need to rectify this problem some point later on, just purely because I'm field fixing, you know, this car at the minute, so I can actually drive it. I know we drove it on a barn find, but it's still cutting out. So hopefully this time we can rectify this little bit of a problem in here, in this spot. But we're coming to the other side of the engine now, and as I've been dreaded to do it this side, it looks a bit pain in the backside, to be honest with you. I don't really see too much room, so I might just gonna do one by one, take one plug out, put it back in, screw it in, do the next one, somehow do the last two as well. I'm probably gonna need a little bit longer arms than what I have, because I never changed the spark plugs in a Rolls-Royce. So I don't know what's the easiest way or the hardest way or whatever way to do it. I don't want to keep calling help, you know, so I just need to be solving the problem by myself. And I think that's the good thing about old cars, and even if it's a Rolls-Royce, you know, you don't need to be scared to actually tack in and try to fix it and changing a few things on it. End of the day, it's made by man, you know, so if man made it, you can fix it. So the three plugs is out. This one I already loosened. I'm sorry I stopped filming because it's just been a pain in the back. So this one is like 1/2 inch bars, extensions, everything I had on me. And luckily, for a tenner, I bought this old school tool set, which has got like imperial and metric as well. And I've been using that end to extend it, you see? On my 1/2 inch set, I had like a 1/2 inch to a 3/8, and luckily I had this short extension bar so I can reach down there. That 10 quid I spent on that tool set, it pays back big time now. I don't know how I'm gonna put back the spark plugs yet. The last two, it's just, I mean, no. So all the 4 plugs is out. I mean, good job. This was the last one I took out. I mean, it's okay. It was working. Obviously the other side had a bit of an issue, especially that far end one. It's not fired up. I mean, they're quite rusty and rubbish, but they're still working perfect. But anyways, now I have to get somehow that plug back in, that plug back in. Hopefully that too, I'm not gonna curse it, but hopefully that too is gonna be a bit easier. I might not gonna film every single second of it, because I think you're gonna be here for a while before I put those plugs back in, but I want to get it done today, really. Fire the car up, and yeah, I need to fix that earthing issue in the boot as well, but we come to that hopefully within the next hour or so. It's only gonna be a few seconds for you, so I wish I can smile. The spark plugs changed in this side as well. That was an absolute nightmare. It took me the 8th spark plug. I just looked at the time now. I'm sorry I've not been recording everything, but I just run out of data really, because it's so much time to fluffing about what to do with it. And in the end, I'll just show you what I have done. The plugs is in 3 hours. It's just about 3 hours to change the plugs and fix that fuel pipe. Now I need to make sure the car starts up and hopefully it's fixed that problem. If not, I just have to strip the carbs probably, which is going to be a bit pain in the backside because I'm in a field. So I'm not in my house, I'm in a field and somebody else's land, so I can come in here sometimes, you know, but not all the time. Yeah, to fix up a car and hopefully drive it out from here. So this was my long extension to go all the way, and I had the flexi in the end and just about to reach there, but that was just to put the HT leads back on to the last one. That was the most awkward experience I had so far fixing cars. It's just ridiculous for a classic car, but hey ho, it's done. Hopefully the lead is on and I don't have to change it. I hope the lead is fine. So let's go and fire the car up. Well, fix the cables in the back first. When I say fix the cables, this is the earth cable. Somebody put like I think a self tapping or something in there, so this whole thing, it's loose in a boat. Moment of truth coming in a second. I put a gallon of fuel in there, well 5.5 liters, actually a bit more than a gallon, but it's not gonna make much difference. But the tank was empty and obviously was some old stale fuel in there, so shall we just go for it? It's always nicer when you're not filming by myself, but that's what I got always. So dab on the throttle pedal. Okay, it started on the first. Dab on it again. It's a bit of a exhaust leak sounds come in. But I had no fuel in there anyway, so I mean the fuel gauge at the minute seems to be showing some fuel. Same problem. You were saying. Sorry, I just try to be so careful on the throttle, but I'm left foot throttling. Wow. Okay, so still no idling, so that's still a problem. Okay. Right. I'm going to get the engine warmed up a bit just to make sure it's all fine and dandy. I might have to change some of the HT leads. I think that one on a bank coming up to the offside front facing the firewall, that was sooted up, so I don't know if that's the problem, you know. Well, before I do warm up the engine too much, I thought it's better just to take the carb apart quickly. I just did a quick wipe on it. Looks decent condition, but the other side, that other top part, if I show you, this one looks really manky. I'm just thinking inside, because it's been stood for some time, maybe it's some grit stopping the needle sliding up and down. It's like really greasy, if you can see that. So I got to clean that one up. Everything seems to be okay-ish. Looks clean inside, no dirt. I don't know if I got any air leak or anything. So I'm gonna clean those up, put it back. Put the top of the car back, and see if that needle is actually moving and controlling the fuel. I don't know. I just cleaned those carbs and put everything back together. I'm not in a car, and if you can hear, there is some engine sound. She's running. I still got that issue on that belt. You see, there's a bit of an issue on there. But at the minute, she's running on her own steam. That's the first time I actually can have a walk around on a car. Perfect. I don't believe it's actually working. I had a very stressy day about this one at the minute. Cool. To be honest with you, I always think it's going to be an easy fix, but it's always a hard way to do the easy fix. I'm a little bit relieved now after messing around with the spark plugs for 3 hours. And to be honest with you, cleaning those I can't even remember the word, carburetors now. That was like 5-10 minutes, and I found another issue, which is I think still can cause a bit of a problem. I hope you can hear me all right. So there was a bolt in there, and I just started the car up. It never screwed in, sorry, a screw, and it just flew off. So I need to somehow fix that one because the thread, oh, here we go. There is a little, so there is a little bolt. This one, the thread, doesn't go in there. I mean, it goes in, but it never tightens up. Right, guys, right. I'm just gonna go for a quick test drive. Reverse, just to make sure she's not stalling anymore. Mega job. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. Oh, yeah. Need to get used to this automatic. Whoa, wow. Wow. She does picking up now really well. Jesus. Wow, what a difference after the first time I drove it. Oh my God. Yeah, we got some sorts of a brakes. Mega job. I can't go any further at the minute out from this field, but I'm gonna reverse back up where I was and kind of park up. I'm really chuffed now. I'm really chuffed. I hope you as well. You see, you can fix a Rolls-Royce on the field. So before we get to the price, because I completely forget it talking about in a film, to be honest with you, because I had a messy day with the Rolls. But before we talk about the price, I want to show you something which I received since I owning the vehicle, since I filmed that part, because that's happened through the summer. And I got a newspaper article about this actual Rolls, which is back in 27th of April 2011 in Classic Car Weekly, page 71. I got the Rolls in there. They run it on the Prescott Hill Climb. Just for you, that's I think for me as well, that's a really cool information to know about the car. And when I heard about it, I said, "You're kidding me, right? This car run on the Prescott Hill?" And there is a photo evidence, and yeah, it's quite cool to have some information like that. So back to the price. So I paid £2,000 for the car, £2,000, 2,000 British pounds, which at the time I checked, at the time when I bought it in the summer, that was the cheapest running Rolls-Royce in the UK. I did see cars appearing after that a little bit cheaper, was in worse condition. I seen them in a £2,000 mark-ish, while they started a lot higher. So I paid £2,000 for the car, and I spent so far up to this end of this film £2,000 on a car, £30 on the set of spark plugs, about £6 on a fuel line, and about £8 worth of petrol. So that's still not too bad. I've still spent under 50 quid. Do you reckon my luck gonna last for the next episode with this car? I don't think so, but well, we see, because the next episode coming out in 2 weeks time. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, you really like it. I'm truly honestly looking for your comments on this car, what to do with it. I'm really chuffed about it. I never had the Rolls. But back to the actual film. If you can see, I'm really over the moon now. I never thought it's gonna work. I thought it's gonna be a bit more fluff. As you can see just over there, it's a bit of a rust spot. We're gonna repair all that. Eventually, I need to get the car running properly first, take it for a drive, and I just noticed that there is a leak on the radiator. That's why I want to run it up in here on the field, you know, and keep it running. That's why I bought down at 5 liters of petrol, which is not going to last too long, for 20 minutes in this car. But anyways, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon. I hope you guys as well. And I want to hear your comments regarding what should I do with this old girl. Rat it, restore it, or maybe do something really stupid with it, or just fix it up and maybe gently modify it to make it look a little bit better than ever it was. So just drop it down in a comment, please. So that's it for today. I need to clean up the car, and that's going to be the next job, to clean the car up, but I need to clean myself up, and today I had enough. I need to get some cleaning gear because I wasn't planning to do that today. So thank you so much for watching this episode. If you're new to this channel, please hit a like and subscribe, and follow me up on my journey with this car and many other classics, barn finds and road reviews as well. Thank you so much for watching. Ta-da!